All right, so today I'm just tired. I'm real tired. This 7-pound splitting maul. This is the old number 7. This is awesome. I greatly prefer it to my ox head. It's more balanced than the ox head. The ox head is a triangle, more of a triangle, and so it kind of wants to do that. This is very balanced. So I was trying out that feature. It's got a tapered pole, so you can blow open wood that's stuck but split. And turns out I just needed to hit it more with the edge. One thing that you will appreciate about Council Tools axes in the Craig Roost era is that balance is absolutely something that they pay attention to. And they shift around weight, and they lengthen and shorten bits if needed, and add to the cheeks and take away from the pole and add to the pole. And they really pay attention to axe design, and it shows on this axe. So a couple things that you might notice from the video is me using the pole to split the round, and that can be one of those irritating, tiring things about splitting big rounds. Is sometimes you split all the way through, but your axe just ends up severing little fibers, and there's more fibers that connect the pieces, and it's just a pain. What I'm finding out is that you really want to get it well split and then use the pole in order to really blow it apart like that. If you try to use the pole too early, it won't enter the kerf, and it won't split apart your round. Now, this bit profile is excellent. I really like this bit profile. You see how relatively flat it is. There's curve to it, and you want some curve to it, but it's not so curved that you're kind of losing the entry force of the axe. It's just excellent. It swings nice. Oh boy, is it. I mean, you're swinging a 7-pound axe, and I'll tell you, if you're just splitting firewood rounds this size, this I think is overkill. I think this is a bruiser. This is for those 3, 4, 5 rounds out of a tree that are just a bear to split. But but it's good wood. This is just amazing for that. I would use this on big rounds, rounds kind of your torso size or bigger. Anything less than that, I do think I want a lighter axe. That forcible entry axe that I have in the corner, which I'll get, I think is the axe for that. Nothing's gonna split that one. I think that says everything you need to know about that pattern. Unbelievable. Now these are the other two axes that I brought, and I didn't even use them. This forcible entry axe, and look at that, I did this the other day. You know, I was just being silly, and I actually caught it with another axe. Now this isn't a splitting axe per se, and I think that's one thing that I think kind of annoys Council Tool is people talk about, oh, they got these forcible entry axes and terrible for splitting and awkwardly balanced. And number one, this forcible entry axe is not awkwardly balanced. This is an excellent axe. This is my go-to splitting axe. 4140 steel. It has a recessed area on the head, the eye, so it's just extra secure. This is a firefighting axe, you know, and so you know, I do think that is a little bit irritating to Council Tool and maybe to me in some ways, because this is a special purpose designed tool for firefighting, and I have just, and other people have repurposed it for splitting, because I think it's great for splitting. But this is, I think it's a 6-pound axe. You know, dare I say, this is the lighter axe, 6 pounds. You know, that's not a small axe. The other one is this Oxenkopf, which, you know, I got interviewed by a journalist for from the New York Times products review division called Wired. I'm going to put on my bio, as seen in the New York Times, ... products review division called Wired, or products review publication, whatever. And I gave him my thoughts on axes, but I think he'd already made up his mind that this ox head splitter is going to be the best splitting axe. And, you know, and then he said that the 5-pound Council Tool was the best budget axe or splitting axe or something like that. And I think the number 2 axe was a Fiskars or maybe a Husqvarna, one of the fiberglass handle models. And on this axe, I mean, I will just say, this is a hard axe to swing for a couple of reasons. This metal collar, it'll just chew up your hands, and it'll just chew up your gloves. I just got a new pair of gloves. These are Belay gloves, and they're absolutely excellent. I love them. This is incredible, full grain leather, triple stitched. I don't really want to chew up my gloves or my hands on metal like this. And so when you're sliding up, I like to keep my hand on there just until the last moment to let it off. And so that means I'm always just running right into this grip. And this is a 6 or a 7-pound axe. You know, if you compare these two, well, let's see, golly, getting my workout today. Look at these. The Council Tool actually, I think, is the thicker of the two. But like I was mentioning, there's almost, you know, this is a wedge, this is a triangle. That kind of makes it, you know, it does kind of this. It's like it's like a Corvette. You know, it goes real fast when it goes straight, but it doesn't handle real well. You know, it's kind of meant to go straight. And anyways, so I mean, it's a bruiser. But this, I think, is the superior, more balanced axe between the two. Plus, you're going to save yourself like 60, 70 bucks, maybe even more than that. I used to like this axe a lot, but that metal collar to me is just a real bothersome design feature. And And I don't think that the profile benefits at all from having a heel that goes this far down. You know, look at the profile of that council tool. All of the weight with the council tool is going through the center of the axe, so that when it hits right here on the bit, all of the force is concentrated to that one specific point and driving through. With this ox head, this is like a felling axe pattern. You know, this really should be trimmed off kind of straight down here, because otherwise it's just wasted force. It's wasted force. So, you know, between the two axes, my gosh, this is just such a nicely designed axe. I mean, it really is the old number setup. You know, I love that name. I think it's really cool. That's awesome. Really great. You know, this, I think I need to explore the tapered pole somewhat. It does work really well if you have a big round that's stuck together. But I think it's something that is going to come in handy when it's needed, but probably not going to be something that I'll use all the time, because this wedge pattern, is so nice that it's so thick there. I don't really foresee myself needing to blow open a whole bunch of rounds. But I tell you what, the couple times that I did use it, it was really nice. It just blew those rounds apart beautifully. So. Anyways, I just wanted to do a little bit of splitting today. I just needed to work some stuff out, get some aggression out. That helped me a lot. Using this, I got this 28 inch. Golly, this feels light after handling all those axes. This thing just feels nimble. This is excellent, a wonderful utilitarian tool. The biggest problem that I have is when my hands get tired, it's kind of hard to grab a big wedge, and just being able to stab this into the end there and move it is very helpful. So so here's that old number 7. This is designed by Craig Roost, and the Picaroon also. Craig Roost, Rooster Special.